time to go to Oslo, baby. But we can do it at the lounge.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've just got to the lounge, and obviously it's nice having these types of perks, being able to come to business lounges and all of that type of stuff. But the irony is, I know when I first started getting involved in online business, I just had this concept in my mind of being able to have the location freedom, the time freedom, being able to enjoy the financial freedom, all of that type of stuff. But the reality of the situation is I work way more now than I ever did when I was a high ticket closer, and I also way more than I ever did when I had a 9 to 5. And so I guess ultimately what I'm getting at with all of this, and this is really going to be one of the key concepts for this entire video, is the importance of lifestyle design. If you do not love what you do and constantly, you're having to work right now, I'm looking through landing pages, I'm looking at ads so that I can launch some ads next week, you're going to hate your life. But if you're passionate about what you do, if you love driving impact to the market, if you love being able to, upskill in your particular field, long story short, this means more to you than just the money side of things, then this will be the dream for you. But at the same time, bro, it really is just non-stop. Constantly will need to work in order to get to where you want to be.
Did you get some food?
I did. I don't know what you think about lounge food. A lot of the time it's not the best. Okay, so the good news is we have now arrived in Oslo. The bad news is, because I have been so focused on making content and doing work and stuff, I actually ended up leaving my phone while in the plane. So we're just waiting for someone to come and help us to get it, and then we can go home. But let's see what happens, because I need my phone obviously for business and my time here. So keep the fingers crossed for me, because I want to get this shit back.
You got that for your bag.
I come with bad news. I have been up since 4 o'clock in the morning. I went to sleep at 1 o'clock in the morning because I needed to go back to the airport to try and get my phone. Last night I couldn't get it. Went back this morning. I've spoken to 30 people to try and get some help with this. Still don't have my phone. So, little bit of a headache. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm having to cancel bank cards, all of this different type of stuff, which is not the most fun. I am absolutely exhausted as well. And obviously this was supposed to be a holiday. It's not really turning out to be a holiday, but it is what it is. And I guess this all just leans back into the whole aspect of things a lot of the time in life are not going to go according to plan. Things a lot of time in business are not going to go according to plan. And if I'm being completely honest with you, I really do not want to record this content right now. I am exhausted. I need to sleep. There's a bunch of other stuff that I need to get on with today as well, in terms of social events and all of this other stuff. But I'm going to get it done, because at the end of the day, when you set yourself a goal and when you set your mind to something and when you say that you're going to do something, it's so important that you follow through, especially as a business owner, because you get so much freedom. Even in high ticket sales, you get so much freedom. You have the ability to do whatever you want, whenever you want. And if you lack the discipline to stay on top of things, everything is going to crumble pretty fast. And that's kind of another one of the, I don't know, I guess dark sides. You can't really see my fingers as I'm doing inverted commentary, but another one of the dark sides of online business that people don't really talk about is it's very easy to fall into temptation. It's very easy to fall into the bad sides of your character if you haven't built up sufficient discipline. And I have seen so many business owners do this. There's a lot of guys in this space who, especially, they become successful even at a young age, like 18, 19, 20, whatever it is, start making some money. And then they are in the clubs all the time. They're burning through their cash. I actually know of a very well-established business owner who is doing 100K per month, just didn't take care of his shit, and now his whole business has gone under because he's just been splashing cash. So again, coming back to this whole lifestyle design thing, like, make sure that you're being intentional, make sure you're being smart. You may feel like I'm kind of stretching the point a little bit here with the whole me losing my phone side of things, but being disciplined and following through is important. Wow. Deilig.
Hæ?
Deilig. This is so nice. This is like the Christmas that I wish I'd had in the UK. Even though it's February, like, you can see these kids just having so much fun. Pretty cool. It's the simple things in life, people. Do you know what, actually, like, really and truly, it is the simple things in life. Here we go again. Here we go again. The reason why it is the simple things in life, genuinely and really. I always thought when I started making money, the things that were going to make me happy were like going out for nice meals, being able to, I don't know, go on like sick holidays and all of that type of stuff. But as time has gone by, I've realized that money won't buy you happiness, but it will buy you freedom. And freedom is obviously very important. But it is just doing simple things, being with my friends, being with my family that I value and I appreciate the most. And I don't know, just enjoying this type of stuff, being in nature, being in the snow, and being able to enjoy these things. There's some people having a campfire over there. Especially when you're stressed all the time and you're working all the time, being able to appreciate the small things, like, is so important. But anyway, I'm waffling. Let's continue making our way through this park, and fingers crossed I don't break my leg or bruck up my back in the process.
Når Sofie var liten jente.
Krem og sånn. Krem og vanilje. Hva er det der brune?
Yeah.
Oi.
Oh.
Huh? Are you serious?
Okay, so I just wanted to come over really quickly to have a little conversation with you guys. This evening we've just been having like a really chill time, playing some games, eating food, celebrating, having a lot of fun. And the thing that I wanted to talk to you about is the importance of spending time with friends, spending time with family. Like, I know it's so easy when you're in the pursuit of wanting to get to where you want to be to just fully lock in on work, and to do it for months and months, if not even years on end. And one of the biggest pieces of advice that I have been given, especially when I was starting out in the high ticket sales space, is to just cut off friends, to cut off family, and to go all in on business, to go all in on sales. And I have quite contrarian advice when it comes to this side of things, but doing this type of stuff, spending time with people that you love, that you care about, that is what all of this is about ultimately. Like, what's the point of being rich? What's the point of being successful if you are lonely, if you are depressed, if you are not enjoying the fruits of your labor? So I don't want to spend too much time here right now. I want to, get back to having a good time, playing some games and enjoying my weekends. But I just wanted to give you my 2 cents on this side of things, because I do think it's really important. People, it is now early in the morning the next day, and guess where I am going? I am going back to the motherfucking airport once again, but this time with some good news, because someone has found my phone and I'm gonna collect it. But I just think it's hilarious because every single day of this trip so far I have been at the airport and we leave tomorrow, so I'm going back to the airport again, but feeling very good, feeling very grateful, although tired, but feeling very grateful about the fact that I'm going to be getting my phone back, which is important because I have a sales call later today, and you never know, I may need those authenticator codes to be able to, ensure that I can collect payments and all of that type of stuff. So yeah, feeling good, bro. Tusen tack. Ha det bra. We did it, baby. We up now. Yeah, no, all jokes aside, I am very, very happy. With all of that in mind, it is critical for you to engage in active listening. And obviously, I understand it's a little bit difficult when you're in the objection handling phase and you're trying to think of the next script to use. But in order to know where to go with a particular objection, you need to know what you're dealing with first. You need to know how much you need to confidence loop. You need to understand where the prospect is at emotionally. And that's only going to come from you having clarity around where they are based on what they're saying and how they're going about saying it. So lean in a little bit more with the active listening side of things, and I promise you it's going to help you massively when it comes to tackling these issues.
For me now, if the mothers pray at night, sounding like, God, if it will be bombed here, take my children immediately. When the prayings are like that,
That's bad.
I'm taking responsibility on myself. Whatever happened on the way, if we will be bombed, if we will be raped, if we will be tortured or whatever, it will be on me. So I make you free from any responsibility. Bless me to run. Bless me with the kids to run.
Okay, so we have made it to the airport. We're in an area called Torp. So this is actually a super, super small little airport that we are leaving from. Like, there's a couple of shops there. It's very chill, very simple. Which, long story short, means that it's the end of the trip. But on the way here, and maybe I've showed you a little bit of a clip from this as we were making the journey in the car, we were taken by one of Sifia's family friends. And they were talking about their story in Ukraine and their journey over to Oslo and their journey over to Norway. And the whole time before I jumped into that car, I was thinking, how am I going to wrap up this video? Like, what's the last lesson that I want to share with you guys? And it's so straightforward and so simple to me now, because the key thing that we were really talking about when we were in the car is the importance of being grateful. And I cannot overstate how important this is when it comes to finding success online or even pursuing your goals, whether it be in high ticket sales or as an SMMA agency owner or an info product owner. By virtue of you being the way that you are, by virtue of us being the way that we are, you're incredibly ambitious. Like, you're always going to be chasing more. You're always going to want to make more money. You're going to want to have more location freedom, more time freedom, more status, more prestige, whatever it might be. But I guess ultimately the thing that I'm really getting at is, as you're on this journey and you are progressing and you are making more money and you're hitting your goals, don't forget to be grateful, because otherwise life is going to pass you by. Time is going to go really quickly. These types of moments where you're able to enjoy being in another country, or you're able to enjoy closing a deal or helping a client to reach their goals, they're not going to really hit home, and it will feel like you're underperforming and you're underachieving, and almost like you're back where you once were when you first started in your journey of becoming successful in high ticket sales or online business. And so be grateful for the small things, like really and truly, for every deal that you close, every appointment that you book, for all of the nice meals that you're able to go on, and even, as I said earlier on in this video, the simpler things like just being able to spend time with the people that you love. Because ultimately the reason why you decided to go on this journey and take this path in the first place was so that you could be happy, right? So don't focus too much on the means when it's really the means to an end, and that end state of being happy that's the most important thing. But with all of that said, as always, I appreciate your time. Stay tuned if you want to like the video. If you want to subscribe, feel free to subscribe. But with all of that said, people, I will see you just now.